Steve? Oh, okay. So you're muting me, right? Okay, gotcha. I'm going to put you on speaker. Thanks.
All right, everybody. It's a little bit after 6:30. We'll go ahead and get started real quickly. Want to just point out, as some of you witnessed as you were coming in, we've had a technical difficulty or two, and hopefully we've got that resolved. But if not, I'd ask that everybody please bear with us. Additionally, Councilmember Steve Shute is actually joining us by telephone. He can...
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Sometimes it can make communication a little difficult if the council member's trying to speak. Just lean in and listen hard. And before we get started, recently, because of the adoption of the governing body rules of procedure, we've started taking public comment after agenda items, but we're in work session, so we won't be taking any public comment this evening. And I'd ask all the council members, although the agenda's only got 3 items on it, I think there's going to be lots of discussion. So let's all be mindful of our fellow council members, and even if you've got a follow-up to your follow-up, if everybody gets an opportunity to speak, your question might get answered before it gets back around to you again. So let's just all be mindful of one another and the fact that everybody's likely to have questions. So with that being said, discussion item number 1 is to discuss a proposal by Zimmer Companies for tax abatement and other incentives to support the development of a distribution facility at 183rd Street and Waverly Road, adjacent to the Logistics Park, Kansas City. Mike Hall. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening. So, as you can see in the council action form, we're bringing this before you as a discussion item. It's important at some point to really look at the cost-benefits analysis of the Zimmer proposal, Zimmer Big Industrial proposal, which is really a proposal for terms and conditions of an annexation to Gardner. And so what we've done is just, we have an introduction to that, but more importantly, from staff's point of view, is that in order to look at this proposal, it's important to look at it in light of all the other alternative growth areas around the city, other potential annexations. And so we've prepared really an overview of what we think are the issues related to annexation. Tracy Mann with Zimmer Companies is here, as well as Todd Menden with Big Industrial. And they're going to present their own slides. And so with that, I'll get started. So first of all, just the Big Industrial proposal, and then second part of this is the overview of the annexation of potential growth areas. Really at this meeting, we're putting this out before you to get your general feedback regarding what the issues are, and hopefully from your feedback we can identify what other information you're going to want to need to make a decision. So this will help us gather the information you need. It'll also help the proposer. This is a map of the area. As you can see, it's at the southeast corner of 183rd and Waverly, and it's just immediately east of the intermodal facility. I'm going to take a minute to shut off my phone. I neglected to do that. Excuse me. This is another map of the land. It's an 80-acre parcel at the southeast corner again. You can see it there. This shows the topography as well. This is a view looking north toward the 80-acre parcel. We anticipate that a recommendation that we bring to you would be based on a cost-benefit or a cost-revenue analysis. And the revenues and costs that we've identified are as follows on this sheet, on this slide. Whoop, I did something wrong. There we go. Again, they will present their proposal in a little more detail. As far as the overview of annexation issues is concerned, we've listed the considerations on this slide. There might be more, but top of the list really is economic development. Feasibility is also an issue, access, fiscal impact, community character, and quality of life. And all those considerations really are interrelated. It's hard to look at one without looking at the other. What's important to consider is a decision-making process anytime the city is considering annexing property. So the question is, which body has the authority to make the final decision? And the Kansas statutes were amended, I think, in 2011, maybe 2012, to make it a little more difficult for a city to annex land at its borders. So which body has the authority? The City Council has the authority when the land adjoins the city and written consent is provided by the owner. Under some conditions, land adjoining the city may be annexed without owner's consent. The Board of County Commissioners has the authority when the land does not adjoin the city, is not owned by the city, and even if written consent is provided by the owner. And that would be the situation that the proposer is proposing. This is a map of Gardner and the potential growth areas numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The area at Waverly and 183rd is the area identified as 1 on this map. When you look at the Waverly Road area, there's a map of it there. It's an area that's 523 acres.